We're starting a friendship revolution, one hype friend at a time. But we need you.
Yes, we do. So please join the movement by subscribing wherever you listen to podcasts.
Find us on social media at Be a Hype Friend.
And visit our website at beahypefriend.com and subscribe to our newsletter.
Remember, one like, share, or subscribe is all it takes to join the friendship revolution.
Michael, I once played Jan Brady in The Brady Bunch Goes to the White House, and I think this moment calls for, I think I'll go for a walk outside now.
It's really important to me. I think I'm very aware that without a fan base, I have no career. And the fans, because they've enjoyed the work that I've done and because they were vocal about it and because they went from one job to the next job and supported my career, I continue to have one. And I started in musical theater and I always wanted...
Excuse me.
Is my lipstick all messed up now?
No, you're still good. You're giving me, like, you're giving me a lip.
You know, I try to match my lipstick to the situation.
So do I.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you sound like a neon lip?
Wait, we are in...
I know. Look at the studio.
We're in my new and improved studio.
It's
well,
gorgeous.
same and improved.
It's gorgeous.
Same and improved studio. Shout out to our Hype Squad.
Hey, Hype Squad!
Who worked tireless hours to get us set up in here.
It's awesome.
And our sign is on the way.
Yes.
This is going to be like a monumental occasion. I'm getting my own Hype Friend neon sign.
I mean,
it's on the way.
I feel like you're gonna need to put that on social. We need to see that.
Oh.
We need to see that unboxing. Do you know
It's
what I
going to
mean?
be like a ribbon cutting.
Yes, that's. I mean,
Yeah.
now I'm making you now because I said it. You're gonna have to do. P.S.
Well, oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is so exciting.
This is so exciting.
So exciting. I think we should start the thing.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Ashley Eckstein.
I'm Michael James Scott.
And welcome to Hype Friend! Hype, 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 hype!
We're here. We're in
We're
Orlando.
here.
We are like in Florida. We're like in it. I'm so excited. I haven't been here in a minute, so I'm excited to be here with
I
you.
know. I'm so excited for you to be here.
Yes.
I feel like whatever I sing today is going to be like a little bit rock and roll because my voice is hoarse.
Well,
because
you
I
were
just came off of 2 back-to-back conventions.
Yes, a big. I mean, big. Like,
MegaCon.
Mega.
Yes.
MegaCon.
So yes, and I feel like we are working on the Her Universe fashion show, which is all DC this year.
Yes.
And it's a little bit of rock and roll.
Yes.
So
you're giving me like.
I'm giving you full Blondie.
You're giving a bum ba da ba da ba
like,
ba.
call me.
So she gets a new studio and she goes in full rocker mode. Like, excuse me.
Call me.
I mean, come on, singer. Yes.
Oh my
I
gosh,
mean,
not even. The funny thing is I think I sound rock and roll, but every single thing I sing sounds like Little Orphan Annie. Every single thing. You need to help me.
Oh my gosh, you do not sound like Little Orphan Annie. You're so weak. I can't.
Help me,
I
Michael
can't.
James Scott. You're my only hope.
I got you, girl. Come on. I also got these new cards. Can you even?
Know.
Look at I mean, we are like going for it.
We are, it's like we're professional, strictly professional.
Oh. Okay. Wait a minute. How's it cooking? Good looking. Ashley Banks!
I love filming here in my studio because I've got my kitchen, I've got all my things, I've got all of my ingredients.
I mean, coming in here and literally walking into, you never know what's going to be happening when you walk into the home of Ashley Eckstein in that kitchen, because she is, first of all, the counter like comes basically up to here on her, like anyway. So she's like walking around and there's so many things going on, and you literally like, she could be cooking like a cake, a roasted chicken, a potato casserole. And P.S. while that's happened, she has already gone down to Disney Springs to pick up an entire like gift box for a
Oh
friend
my
coming to
gosh.
visit. So there's that.
Yeah, well, it was one of those mornings.
I know.
It was one of those mornings. But I'm so excited. So,
Okay, what did you do?
okay, we have a very special guest on the show this week. We have my dear friend, and it's so crazy to call her my dear friend, Katee Sackhoff.
I'm so excited to meet her. I mean, the legend,
yes.
the myth, all of it. Like, she's amazing.
So I'm a total fangirl of Katee. I designed merchandise for Battlestar Galactica,
Well,
which
excuse me, honey.
it was, and I know you don't know anything about Battlestar Galactica, but I love how excited you were.
Did you
about
see
it.
how like excuse me? Like I was like in the Battlestar Galactica like conversation. I was like, oh, excuse me, Battlestar Galactica. Do you know what I mean?
So Katee Sackhoff played the character of Starbuck on Battlestar Galactica. So my bake today is inspired by Starbuck, and it's a copycat recipe from Starbucks.
Oh.
So
Starbuck, Katee Sackhoff the Starbuck.
oh,
These
but-
are beautiful, actually.
Okay.
This literally looks like I'm like, can I have my like mocha frappuccino, like and a cake pop? I mean, these are very beautiful.
okay, well, thank you. When I go to Starbucks and I'm with my nieces and nephews,
Yes.
they always want a cake pop. So it's like, I get my latte and they get a cake pop. But I want a cake pop too, but they're not vegan and gluten free. And so I can't ever have a cake pop, but I want a cake pop. And so I decided to make them vegan and gluten free.
Oh, I'm living for. Shout out to the straws that you.
I didn't have the candy rods.
But I love it. You just do it right. You know what you got in your kitchen. You never know what's happening. All right, I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Listen, they're not bad. That's not what I'm getting at. But it is a little. It's like a sand pop. It's definitely a gluten-free vegan pop. But you know what? It actually tastes like you're giving me the taste of the cake pop from Starbucks. So I really do taste it. I am I think it's a success.
Well,
I really
thank
do.
you.
I really do.
I'll take it.
It was a first interesting bite, and then after, you kind of get into it, we're in there. So she actually baked. She baked it real good. Good looking, cooking. Get me out of this segment. Get me out of here right now. I'm going out right now. I have completely lost it. It's
Oh
the
my
new
God.
studio. I'm just very excited. So maybe it's that.
Ooh.
I think that leads us into a hypes and the gripes.
Yes. Michael, what you hyping?
Hypes and gripes. Okay, my hype today. I'm just gonna go for it. It's very cliche. I'm in Orlando, Florida. The seasons are changing in New York City as well. It's the sunshine. It is literally like, it is so gorgeous. And what is needed right now is sunshine, like on many levels, like in our world, I feel like. So are you going for something right now? What are we going for?
Michael, I once played Jan Brady in the Brady Bunch Goes to the White House, and I think this moment calls for, I think I'll go for a walk outside now. The sunny sun's calling my name. I hear you now. You hear how I can't sing? My voice is gone.
You're like, I think I'll go for a walk outside now. But it's the sunshine. It is the sunshine. The world needs sunshine.
Yes.
And I truly, it is amazing what happens when you like walk in the light. I mean, and that's a big statement, like literally metaphorically and actually walking in the light and thinking about that. And it's the way that my whole center shifts in the sunlight is like absolutely like it's kind of mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm just soaking it up, and I'm so grateful for it and thankful for it. And I feel like you can feel the shift even with other people around, like when they're in the sunlight. So for me, it's the sunlight. I'm hyping it up. Thank you, sun.
I love that. That's a good hype.
Thank you. Thank you. What are you hyping up?
So I have a little bit of show and tell today. I am back in the swing of things, going to conventions.
Yes. I'm like hardcore. Like you are
yes,
in it.
I am in it. And I love it.
Yeah.
I genuinely love it. And what some people might not know is in fandom, and especially Star Wars fans, are some of the nicest and kindest fans.
Yeah.
So I am hyping up my fans and the gifts that they give me.
Oh,
so
yes.
I have like a whole bunch of gifts I'm about to show you. So
Okay.
First of all, my friend Sarah literally like gave me
Sarah.
this whole bag and like this cup, this cool Ahsoka cup.
That's so
and
pretty.
This whole bag of stuff. And I mean plushies,
I mean, we could literally do a full puppet show right now.
just if I was stressed at conventions, like a stress dumpling.
Is this a dumpling?
It's a stress dumpling. I've got
I'm a stress dumpling.
I think stress dumpling, it needs to be friends with our hype chicken.
Hi, I'm a stress dumpling. What's your name? Get me out of here.
So I've got my Ahsoka Tano slap bracelet.
Oh my
Here,
gosh.
you can have a matching
Yes.
Princess Leia slap bracelet.
Oh my gosh.
So there's so many things in here.
Look at Princess Leia. She is holding on to my wrist
Yes,
for dear
she-
life. Look at Princess Leia.
So this is somebody crocheted Ahsoka's droid R7. Okay, I also got the sweetest gift. Okay, this might look like just a jar of shells. It is not just a jar of
Because
shells.
I was going to say, Ashley, you're holding up a jar of shells.
Yes. So my friend Danielle brought me this, and she said, I know your happy place is the beach. And she
Aw.
goes, it's my happy place too. And she said, but I know you're very busy and you can't always go to the beach. So she's like, I brought the beach to you. And she's like, when you're really stressed, I want you to keep these nearby and just basically take a deep breath. And, think of me and think of the beach. And I hope this is like a mindfulness exercise for you. And how thoughtful is that? Okay, so I also got so much more. These are just some of the things. But somebody also gave me something for you. Yes.
I like this
so,
person.
Lots of friendship bracelets. Like lots of friendship bracelets were exchanged. Someone gave us matching HypeFriend bracelets, friendship bracelets, and brought one for you. I have one too. So our friendship movement, one hype friend at a time, is spreading, and it was just so cool.
That's so fun.
Isn't that so nice?
Oh my gosh, it's like when they come together and it like makes noise. So like go a little part like this, and then we come like ready to come together. Ooh.
That was like a lightsaber noise.
Right,
I'm proud of you.
Right, it was like a little bit of a yes. Like I listen. Princess Leia is chilling on my wrist. I have the dumpling,
The stress dumpling.
Like there's Ahsoka everywhere. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
give you some lightsaber moments. This is so cool.
Yeah,
I mean, this
so
is
nice,
this is pretty
right?
awesome. That's a very it's like you just feel like so much love from like all of the fans and all of that, which also I'm really excited to talk about with you. I mean, you and Katie share, the fandom of it all and like
Yes.
the connection, all of that with your fans and the fan base. I'm excited to be able to chat about that because we've talked about it, and now this is someone in your world who you all are good friends, and I know that there's a lot in that to chat about. So I'm curious. I'm excited to chat about that. Grapes.
That's a gripe. That's like a wake up call in the morning.
What's your gripe?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I have to get my my glasses and my phone out for this one. I have a lot hidden
It's
behind
like, what
here.
is happening back here?
There's all sorts of things.
I know.
You heard of a Mary Poppins bag? This is a Mary Poppins couch. Okay, so this is kind of calling myself out, and then there's a gripe on top of it. So, as we established in season 1, I am very behind on my messages, very behind, especially when it becomes a busy time. I'm telling everyone, I apologize. You are not bugging me. Please just continue to follow up. It is, you have not offended me. I'm not mad at you. I just am behind.
Yes.
And so to further that point, I think we should just check in with each other, because this is something I am working to get better at. I am taking active steps to get better at and improve the situation.
Yes.
So maybe by the end of the season, we can bring this down, because my unread text message count is at 3,250 unread text messages.
Pause. Okay, continue.
So it's stressing me out. I know it's stressing people in my life out, because they're like, Ashley, you didn't get back to me. Have I done something? Are you angry with me? No, I'm not. I don't have my life together at the moment with my messages. I'm working on it. But here's my gripe.
Oh.
And this is to Apple, to social media, to all of social media.
Oh, we're calling out Apple. We're going for it. Okay.
What gives people anxiety is the green dot.
Oh.
When you can see someone's active. They're active. And so therefore they just saw your video, and therefore they should respond to you immediately. Or the text message where it says read. No, just because it might be marked red, just because you see the green light where somebody is active, doesn't mean they can respond right that very second. And so it's like, no, if I'm in the middle of a Zoom call that I'm speaking, but I just happen to look down at my phone just to make sure there's not an emergency, and I happen to see the message, doesn't mean I can respond right at that moment. Or if I'm looking at a post to do because I have to post about something, that means I'm active online, but that doesn't mean I can respond to messages. And so what happens is people see that I see their message, but then I don't respond. And then, they get offended, which I understand, rightfully so, but it causes anxiety. And so as an advocate for mental health,
yes.
Sorry, I'm almost done. Seriously, that's not helping our mental health when, we think that, if we send someone a message and they see it, they have to respond right away. They're not going to respond right away. They're not mad at you, but it might just take a minute.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, but the thing is
no,
I have to get better. Like I am not happy with myself. I'm not. I am actively working to improve my response time and my messages. So that is not, I am not defending my actions at all, but also, I feel like we live in a world where we want responses immediately, and the technology messes with our mind and makes us think that we should be responded to immediately. And no, that's not the case. So that's my gripe. What are you griping, Michael?
Wow, my Lord, that monologue was cool. I mean, that was amazing. That was, oof, Lord have mercy. You can't teach that, honey. You got that. You did that. My gripe right now, but I hear you. I do. So my gripe right now, okay, is this. You go to a restaurant, you sit down, you're like, oh my God, like, this is amazing. Like, this is so fun. It's so cute. And then and then the server, it comes over and they're like, welcome to our restaurant. Let me tell you about a new concept that we have here. It's like tapas. You share, and then everyone can order, then you can oh, get to fake. This is not a new concept.
I didn't know where you were going with this.
The thing is that restaurants, I feel like now are all saying, the shareable tapas situation is a new thing. No, it is not new. And also, P.S., everyone's doing it. And your little plate of like maybe like 3 pieces of dates with like a bacon wrapped around it costs like $30. So you got to get 4 of them for the table to actually be able to share. So that's a whole different thing. My gripe is that this is like a new concept and they come to you to sell it to you like it's something new, like a shareable concept is new. No, it's not new. So don't come to the table telling me it's a new concept. That's my gripe.
Oh my gosh.
So,
okay.
girl,
I'm hot.
we hyped and we griped today.
Yes, we did.
You know what? Let's bring it together to like to like bring it back. Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay. I think
Wait.
it's time.
Yes, it is time. Oh my gosh, it's time. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm so
I know you
excited.
are. I
I'm
mean-
so excited. I cannot wait for you to meet my friend Katee. I am such a fangirl of Katee. Like, I watch Battlestar Galactica with my husband.
Yes.
I got him to watch it. He's not as big of a like sci-fi fantasy watcher, but we watched it from beginning to end and we both became massive fans. And then I found out that we were gonna be on Clone Wars together, and I literally didn't not know what to do with myself. So yes, but we've since become friends, and I'm just honored that she's joining us today.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll be talking to Katee Sackhoff right after this. All right, from commanding starships and surviving apocalypses to punching aliens, robots, and probably a few egos along the way, our guest has basically made a career out of being the toughest person in any galaxy. Our guest today helped redefine what a sci-fi hero looks like. In the early 2000s, she rocketed onto television screens as a tough-as-nails fighter pilot in the famous Sci-Fi Channel reboot of Battlestar Galactica. And suddenly, the galaxy had a brand new kind of action star. With grit and swagger, she turned the role of Starbuck into an icon for a new era. But the adventure didn't stop there, honey. Oh, no, no, no. From battling crime in Longmire to jumping universes in The Mandalorian and bringing animated heroes to life across the Star Wars galaxy, she's become one of the most beloved forces in sci-fi and fantasy. And off-screen, she's just as fearless, sharing her own journey with honesty, humor, and strength that inspires fans everywhere. And today, she's landed right here with us. No spaceship required, we think. She's a true genre legend, y'all. So buckle up because we are beyond thrilled to welcome actor, warrior of the stars, and fan favorite heroine, Katee Sackhoff.
Yay! Katee, hi.
You guys, I need you hyping me up every morning that I get out of bed. I need that. I need that. Like anytime I'm like, oh, boo me, that.
Michael has a superpower, and it's his introductions. Like, he really knows how to hype anyone up, and I agree. Like, I want him to wake me up in the morning. That's like my alarm.
I kind of do.
I do. I want that, Michael. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Well, listen, we had to bring it because we have the legend Katee Sackhoff with us today, and I am so thrilled to finally get to meet you. Ashley, you know, has talked about you, and she is. I mean, you are. As she said, you didn't hear this before, but she was like, I get to say that she's a friend. We're actually friends. And
I know,
which is so cool, and I love to see her face light up when she talks about her friends too. So it's really cool to have you.
Well, you know what, Katee? I have to, you know, I've told you I'm a big fan, but I don't know if I ever told you, because Katee and I didn't actually get to record together, which I was very sad about. And we were at Star Wars Celebration, and we were in the green room. And Katee, I don't know if you know, I was so nervous to introduce myself to you.
Stop.
So nervous. Like, it actually took me a minute to get up the courage to come up and introduce myself. And then you were so kind to me. And I just want to thank you for that moment because it meant a lot to me.
Oh my gosh, Ashley, I mean, from the day you came into like my mind's eye, I have considered us friends. I mean, you're right. Like we didn't get to work together. I didn't get to work with anyone really on that show because I was always sort of, you know, I would come in and then I would leave. And so it wasn't really a consistent role and requirement for me. And so I was, doing Battlestar a lot of the time, and sometimes I was doing Longmire. Like, I don't even remember, but I never got to record with you guys, and I was always so upset, and I always just had to look at Dave's face on the monitor telling me like what he wanted me to do. But the moment we got to meet, I was like, I love her. But I'd seen interviews with you, and like your energy and just who you are as a human being has always resonated. And so it's, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, oh, Ashley's a friend. She's my friend.
Well, okay, so we're going to get into all the things about friendship today. But, we ask our guests this question every time. What does a hype friend mean to you?
Oh, my God. You guys, the ultimate hype friend is the person that no matter how they're feeling, takes the time to make sure you know how you are appreciated and what your worth is. And I say that because like my ultimate hype friend is like my husband. And I cannot tell you how many times he is feeling just crappier than crap, and he makes sure to give me a pep talk. Like, he's just and it is a selfless act from him. He is just that person. So I think some people are just born to be hype friends, to be honest.
Ooh,
I love this.
That's a t-shirt. That's a full. Some people are just born to be a hype friend. I love that. That is so true. I love that. Like, even more specific is when have you felt most supported by? If you're saying your husband, sort of like hype friend, or another friend in your galaxy, when have you felt most supported?
I've been really blessed in my life in that I've been supported for so many different seasons and so many different places in my life by different people. I think the time in my life where it required the most, I think was when our daughter was born, our first baby. And I was working. I didn't carry our children, and we were lucky enough to be able to welcome children a different way for our family. And our daughter was born, and 36 hours later, I was back on set.
Wow.
And not because like they didn't acknowledge that was crazy. Like, everyone was like, I'm so sorry. But if you can get through this 1 week, we'll give you tons of time off. It was just everything had already been scheduled. And because I didn't didn't tell people for a while, just out of a personal choice. And so, but at that point, I was literally home, and I was like sobbing. I was just like, what am I doing? Like, I wanted children so badly, and now I'm at work. This is crazy. But, my mother-in-law actually like sat me down, and it was such a wonderful thing. And again, my husband gets it from his parents, but she said, your daughter is going to see you supporting your family, and not only when you're enjoying it, but on the hard days and the days where you don't want to be there. And that is vitally important to her knowing what her self-worth is going to be and what she's capable of. And she won't remember this. So it's going to be harder for you than it will ever be for her. So just, you're okay. We have you. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
I know. I married into a good family.
I would say you better marry into the family of families. My Lord.
Yeah, I did. But it was, and I don't even think she realized what she was saying. She was just giving me the truth in her mind, Yeah. But I think that season required a lot from me. That sort of season of Mandalorian.
This is what I love about you, Katee, is very quickly when I met you and the first couple times we had the chance to chat, some people, I feel like they have a wall up and it takes a while to be real with them. You're just real. And I love that. I love that about you. And you bring that to your podcast.
Oh,
So
thank you.
you have a podcast as well, and I had the chance to be on it.
Yes.
And what I loved is it was just immediate. It was just real conversation immediately. Um,
Yeah.
what when you were, thinking of doing a podcast, what was your hope for it? And was it always the intention to just be like two friends hanging out and getting real with them?
It was. Yeah, and thank you for noticing that. It really was. It was, this is who I am all the time. Sometimes I wish I wasn't. Sometimes I wish that I knew how to I don't know, protect my heart a little bit better, or who I am a little bit better. But I'm like a firm believer in that this could all end tomorrow. So why would I want to pretend I'm something other than what I am at all times? And I want authentic relationships with people. I don't want someone to be my friend and then wake up 5 years from now and be like, oh, I didn't know she was that person. Like, I want someone to know who I am out the gate, so they can make up their mind, because life's too short. I don't have time to win people over. Like, so that was where the podcast came from. I really wanted to create a place where people could just sit down and have a really honest, authentic conversation, and because it fuels me, selfishly it fuels me, and I'm really happy that people really seem to like it, and that every single person who came on the show got the memo. Every single person who sat down was ready to go, and that's also awesome.
Yeah. That's so, I mean, it's obviously, I mean, podcasting is such a great reason to connect, and it's especially in the entertainment industry, and where you're with your cast, you're with your company, and then all of a sudden, like, it ends abruptly. Right? And you're like, oh my gosh, wait, like, what, but now we're done, like, what
Yeah.
what happened? So I mean, I would imagine, like, have you felt the positive impact of your podcast in that way?
I think that's also one of the reasons I love this, because that's also one of the reasons why I did this. Like, I would see people at conventions that I worked with 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and I hadn't talked to them since, because, like,
Yeah.
when a job is over, we go our separate ways, and unless you have a common ground or a common interest with a person or a reason to see them or talk to them daily, it's really hard to maintain those relationships, because they end so quickly, So that was another reason, was I wanted a reason to talk to people. After COVID, I noticed that I wasn't talking to my friends again. Like, during COVID, it was like I had like hangs. I had like, and granted, I did not have children at the time, but like I had like 2-hour hangs with a bottle of wine with like a friend from like high school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, oh my God, like that just ended. Like, everyone just went back to their lives. And so I was like, I want this again. I want a reason to have to talk to this person because I love them so much, or I admire them so much, or I'm so curious about this job that they have coming up, or whatever the thing. So it gave me the reason to call them up and be like, hey, can we have a conversation?
Well, if you're not watching or listening to the Sackhoff Show, you're missing out. So definitely go check out Katie's podcast, because it's really incredible and so inspiring.
It's a great range. The Sackhoff Show. Like, I love that. Yeah.
Right, you're not going to confuse it with someone else.
Yes, exactly. Well, I feel like you and Ashley, I mean, you both, I mean, you're constantly meeting new people, especially because of, all of the fandom, like in the conventions and all of that. I'm so curious though, because I have my answer with this, but I'm very curious about for you, what's the difference between a work friend and like a real long sort of lasting friendship to you? Like, what is that?
Oh man. Like, I used to joke, it's like they're the type of person that would give you a kidney. You know what I mean? I don't know though. It's like I've got to save those for my kids, like just in case. So I don't, you know what I mean? Like when you have offspring, you're like, I only have 2 of them, and I've got 2 kids, so I'm gonna have to hold on to those. No, I think that a real friend is somebody that you can call no matter what. If you have 5 minutes and that's all you have, and you're like, hey, girl, I got 5 minutes, but I just wanted to say hi because I know I'm going to talk to you for 2 weeks. And you pick right back up where you left off. There's no awkwardness. There's no guilt. There's no nothing. You just know where you stand at all times. And with a work friend, there's that guilt. There's sometimes like you're nervous to pick up the phone. Like that to me is a work friend where I am just like, should I call them? Is it okay that I call them? Is it weird that I call it? Should I text them first? Or maybe I'll send them an email. Like I will think through it. And this is like a person that like I just saw a week ago and we had a great time, but I'm like, oh, but they're a work friend, like that's God. Like, I don't know if they like me.
Yeah, I feel that. That's a very good. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that like the work friend can't become the real friend.
Exactly.
You just have to have a lot more of those weird like email, call, wait, and then you eventually get to the place. You're like, hey, girl.
There's usually that like one bonding moment.
Yeah,
that happens. And then, that happened with our pal Brett Iwan, which Katee, I know you're a big Disney fan. Brett Iwan, voice of Mickey Mouse. Yes. Brett and I kind of danced around of like, are we doing this? Are we really going to be friends?
Yeah.
For a year and a half. And then finally there was a defining moment where I realized I wasn't there for him in the way that I wanted to. And I in that moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Like I should have done this for him. And then I realized like, oh, he's actually my friend now. We're really good friends. Okay. And then it was that moment for him too. And after that, we like let the guard down and we're just there for each other now. We're like tight inner circle.
Yeah. It's true. There is usually a defining moment. That's true.
Yeah. So Michael and I go back to high school. So I was a freshman, Michael was a sophomore when we first met. And so I don't even remember what our defining moment was.
I know.
But it was something to do with the 90s in high school.
I'm sure. Love your acid wash. You too. Those besties are great. That lace on the pocket is banging. Yeah, and that's all it took.
It was so much easier back then when we had to be in person. You had to call people, friendships. I'm just going to say it. It was easier. And so, okay, we talk about this on the show. In 2023, the U.S. Surgeon General declared a loneliness epidemic.
Yeah.
And we're still in it. I mean, we're still in it. Technology is a wonderful thing, but technology is not meant to replace in-person connection.
No.
Connection, touching someone, hugging someone, looking at someone face to face, is a basic human need.
Yeah.
It's literally a basic human need. And so that's what we talk about on HypeFriend. In fact, that's in part why HypeFriend was born. We're starting a friendship revolution, one HypeFriend at a time.
Hey.
Hey.
But, obviously, I'm a big Battlestar Galactica fan. Bringing in Battlestar Galactica, which was so ahead of its time, with the AI of it all and the robots of it all and all the things. But my question is not diving into the AI of it all, because I feel like that's a whole separate show. It's really about what did you learn after being Starbuck on Battlestar Galactica about the importance of human connection, in-person connection, because that was such a big theme of the show.
It was, but it was also, it was a different time. We didn't have cell phones when we were shooting that show.
Yeah.
Like I had a car phone. I had a car phone that was attached to the car.
Yes.
It was in the middle console. In like,
It's
you know,
true.
like it was, and that was a big deal that like I could like call people. You know, it was just a different time. Texting took so long because it was like so it was like it was just a different time. Like friendships, you know, and relationships were still real. You still saw people, you still talk to people. We did have cell phones, and it allowed you to stay in connection with people when you weren't at home or you were traveling, which was great. And so that aspect of the technology was a really beautiful thing where I could, you know, call my parents anywhere in the world when I was working, and I didn't have to find a payphone. I didn't have to do this whole thing. I didn't have to get calling cards. I just had my phone. And that really helped. When it turned the corner, I think was when they became smartphones. And they were with us all the time. And then you slowly saw people going back to their trailers or sitting at their chairs on their phones all the time. It used to be someone would bring a book or they'd bring their script. Now they had their phone or their music or whatever, and they would disconnect themselves from the rest of the cast. And that was the first like moment where you started to go, well, where's blah blah blah? Oh, they're in their phone, they're in their trailer, they're here, they're over there texting, or they're doing this because you can't do it on set. Like, you know, once those rules started to come into effect, and that's when I slowly saw on sets the professionalism sort of take a dive a little bit, especially with the younger kids coming up. And it was hard. So I don't really know how. I'm definitely worried because you know, Ash, you said that there's like, oh my God, I just called you Ash.
That means we're really friends.
Never done that before.
Oh,
And that just came out like so. Yeah.
that you don't understand, Katie. That's like such a defining moment because my close friends and family call me Ash. So thank you.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're there. Okay,
That was our defining.
that
moment.
might have been the defining moment because it came out of nowhere. You had brought up this loneliness epidemic, and unfortunately, I'm really concerned about it because I only see it getting worse. And it really worries me. I'm really afraid for not just younger people anymore, everyone, you know? Just because you got an email or a text message from a friend doesn't mean that you talk to them, you know? I had this moment with Trisha Helfer a few years ago where I legitimately thought that I was at an event that happened in her life because it was on social media, and I couldn't remember if I was there or not. And I was like, oh my God, I wasn't there. I saw it on your social media. Like, that's crazy that I have memories of your life that I think are my life, and I saw them on a phone. Yeah. Like, it's so weird. And my brain and my memory couldn't distinguish between the two. I honestly couldn't remember if I was there or not. And granted, there were similarities to other events and everything as well. So it was a little confusing, but it's true. We really have to make an effort now to connect with people, and I'm really worried about the mental health of a lot of people.
Well, just with that, then let me ask you, you know, because part of this journey for Ashley and I, we are learning as we go, and we learn every episode, which is
Yes, we do.
It's an incredible thing, and it's one of my favorite things about it is that we get to learn from so many people. But in that, and you know, and you're worried because I'm with you. I'm worried about it too. What's one thing or a couple things that you can do or you are doing, you know, even with your own, you know, kids and like that kind of a thing that you can maybe teach or that you're focusing on to maybe try and change that?
You know, I can't say never, but we have a very strict idea about phones for the kids. We've also, for Christmas, we bought them I found an old TV on eBay that had like a DVD and VHS import or input.
Cool.
Well, we found that a lot of the shows today, and it's hard because we are a part of those shows, right? Like we are a part of them. They're very overstimulating. And so for our kids, we've noticed that if we put her in front of like a new show that's splashy and fun, and she has this withdrawal where her attitude, her performance, her emotional stability is lacking for the rest of the day. And so like the kids were literally just upstairs watching DuckTales. Which I love. You guys, my daughter pulled out Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright. Oh my gosh, you were throwing them
See? Yes. Okay. So
I love Rainbow Bright.
That's one of the things that we're doing. We're doing that, but we're also making a concerted effort on our part as the parents of these kids to set up play dates. And I know people do this all the time, so it's not like a stretch. It's not like I'm winning a parent award, but like making sure though that our kids are meeting up with their friends outside of school and having that connection with kids their own age is really important. We're not letting them, our daughter loves to be in her home. She wants to stay inside all the time. It drives me crazy. We force that kid outside. We force her to go experience like things outside of the home. And then ultimately she has fun doing them. And so those are some of the things that we're doing to make sure that, that the kids have relationships and that they have relationships with us. We try not to, if my face is in a phone 24 hours a day, what a hypocrite to tell my child that she can't be on an iPad. So we try to change first with ourselves and then lead by example for the kids.
All right.
Amen to all of that.
Yes.
And you actually just it perfectly explained what I was thought that I had, and what I was gonna say as well is, one thing I've learned about my work with mental health is it's important to talk about it. We have to talk about it. It's great to talk about. It's great to talk about how you're feeling and all of the emotions. All emotions are good emotions, but it's what we do with it. It's the action we take. I love how, you're saying you're worried about it, but then you're also taking action. And you're setting up play dates and getting your kids outside and, even yourself, getting off your phone. So yeah, I love it. We gotta practice what we preach. Okay, so Katie, we're gonna play a little mini rapid fire game.
Okay.
And I want to call out some of your iconic characters, and you tell us what you've learned from them about friendship.
Okay.
So let's start with Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica.
Fiercely loyal, and the person you want guarding your six.
Work.
Yeah.
Amunet in the Flash.
Oh my God. If she's crazy and everybody needs a friend who is unpredictable.
I love it.
That's true. You are a little unpredictable at times. I love that about you. But I love that. Okay, Bo-Katan, Star Wars.
Oh God, this is super tough. Oh my God. She is harder on herself than anyone could ever be.
Yes.
And she has a strength of character now that is so fierce that she will always do the right thing.
I love that.
I love, yes.
Yeah.
I understand that. Michael doesn't fully understand that with the character, but like in
Oh,
real
you do.
life,
Yes,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
answers perfect.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, Katie, listen, I famously don't know much about sci-fi fantasy, and I'm just gonna.
It's
The
okay.
first thing to a problem is to admit it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But it's
Yeah.
not a
it's not a
problem.
problem. It's not. But I feel like I'm like one of my dearest friends is like in like
He's never seen Star Wars.
It's okay. It's okay.
Exactly. It's okay.
But I think it's so amazing that you both have like been a part of this insanely incredible world. Like I mean, it's like I'm just in awe of it. I really am. So I give props to because I know how fierce it is. That I know.
Yeah, and don't feel bad about it.
Well, there's so many fandom communities, and so I mean, I can only imagine like how does it feel to be a part of that? Like there's so many of them. So how does it feel to be part of these fandom communities?
Oh my gosh. The sci-fi fandom is some of the talk about loyalty. Some of the most loyal fans that you will ever have. They're also the most opinionated. But you will always know where you stand. So, and a lot of times that's a good thing.
Yes, yes. But we're similar in the fact that we really love to connect with our fans. Like I watch you at the conventions and you're just like me. It's like come on in for the hug and how are you? And you remember people and you talk to the fans and like to me that is truly my favorite part about being the voice of Ahsoka is that I get to connect with fans all over the world and then become friends with them.
I know.
It is so. Why is that important to you? Because I know it's important to you.
Yeah, it's really important to me. I think I'm very aware that without a fan base, I have no career. And the fans, because they've enjoyed the work that I've done and because they were vocal about it and because they went from one job to the next job and supported my career, I continue to have one. And I started in musical theater and I always wanted.
Excuse me. What?
Wait, did you two
Yes.
just have your defining moment?
I mean, I was never professionally.
But
I've never been paid to sing on. Well, that's not true. I've never been paid to be in a play.
Katee Sackhoff. I mean, musical. I mean, come on, girl.
I
Come on.
know. I know. It's my first love. It really is. But I'm not a triple threat. I can't dance. So I
Oh.
can't. I moved to California instead of New York.
Oh my! What are we gonna? Are we gonna do like a duet? Like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, are we gonna
God.
start a musical together? Like,
You know,
what's
it's
going
funny.
on?
Like, completely side note. So I haven't sang professionally for I mean, I never sang professionally. I sang on some shows here and there when they would find out I could sing, they'd be like, okay, here. But I haven't used my instrument in so long. And I started singing more when our kids were born because I sing to them we sing every night. So I sing to them every night. And my husband, I was like, oh my gosh, I need help like getting my voice where it was. And so for Christmas, he bought me voice lessons.
I
I
can't.
love that.
I can't. I mean, I'm obsessed. Hashtag
Yeah.
obsessed. This is everything. Well, wait a minute. I mean, something needs to happen. I don't know when this is going to happen, but at some point, there needs to be a full musical theater fest of situation that needs to happen. We're gonna all be together, and it's gonna happen. I am putting it out there.
I would love it. I would love it. I keep trying to force Disney to make me sing,
Uh,
and they won't do
no.
it. They won't
Disney,
do it.
hello,
Disney!
Katie. Well, I'm so curious. Like, then what roles have you played? Like back in the back in the day.
It was all very, very basic. Like like high school theater. It was not like anything more than
Honey,
like, you know.
high school theater is
Yeah.
right here, honey. And there's
Yeah.
nothing basic about it, honey. Okay.
What did we do? We did Bye Bye Birdie. We
Yes!
did Oliver. We did,
I Birdie.
yeah. Which I loved. And what else did we do? Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Well, this is,
Um,
I mean, I'm obsessed. This is going to happen. We are going to make a musical theater connect situation that
it's
it's going to, it is going to
It's
happen.
going to
And
happen.
everyone's going to fall out of their floors. And because we all have been a part of the wonderful world of Disney. So Disney?
Disney!
Okay. All right. This is a fantastic discovery.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Ashley.
We have so many defining moments. It's like we manifested it. Okay, we just
I don't even know where we were.
I don't even know where
that's
we
my
were.
Guys, I
fault.
lost my train of thought.
Yes.
That was the amunet in me. I'm sorry. I just completely took you off. I'm sorry.
I told you. That is
True.
my
We
goal.
all need one.
I'm sorry.
my
That was me.
goodness.
Yeah. So.
Okay,
But it's my memory. I don't know where I was.
I don't remember. None of
Well,
us
we were
remember.
talking. We were talking about fandom, and we were talking
Yes.
about
Yes.
the connect of that because both
Yes.
in that world
Because
you
that
know,
is the
and
thing,
the
right?
loyalty of them and
Yes.
yes.
But that the connectivity that you had to an audience when you were on stage, I missed that tremendously when I started in film and television. And when I went to my first convention and got to talk to the fans and got to, basically stage door, the fans for the Sci-Fi, I was like, this is amazing. You get to talk about the work and you get to hear what they liked about it and know that your work is touching people and I loved it so much. And then I realized that I had a lot in common with the people that were watching the work that I was doing because my dad raised me on science fiction and action. And so it's if I have a choice, that's what I'm watching too. So I just I love it. Like it's really important.
Well, Katie, you have just dropped so much wisdom in this episode today.
Yes.
I just want to bring it back with I have one final question of what makes you feel truly seen? Because, I feel like you just talked about how the fans see you. And I think that's really important in friendship is to feel seen.
Yeah, it is. It's a really complicated yet simple thing, right? I think by the people that know me the most, that thing that we talked about, when my husband looks at our calendar and he sees what I have coming up and he takes the kids, so I have an extra hour to myself without even me having to ask for it, that to me is like being seen. When he buys me the Christmas present of the voice lessons, because I mentioned it twice over a year, he remembered. That's being seen, I think for the fan base, I feel seen by the fans when they allow me to not only be myself, but to change. I think that a lot of times, because I started doing this when I was so young, and because people perceive me and visualize me in one way, I'm in some way not allowed to be who I am now. I'm not allowed to look different. I'm not allowed to want different things. I'm not allowed to sound different. I'm not allowed all of that stuff. I'm not allowed to because I am a vision in their minds of something. So when I feel truly seen by the fans, it's when they allow me to exist in the place that I'm in and appreciate the work still.
Oh my gosh.
I'm giving you a full applause because that was That is so beautiful and
Oh, thank you.
so that really rang. I mean, that really like just blared at me like so hardcore on so many levels.
You're a fangirl now
I'm
for
a
Katee Sackhoff,
full
aren't you?
fangirl. Like
Ye-
I mean, and I'm truly seen. I mean, Amunet musical theater. Like I'm seen, honey. Like I feel like but seriously, what I love, and it's very obvious that you both have your fan bases are so strong because of the people you are, and it's so fun to see that and really take that in, because as someone looking out, and especially not even knowing, not being a part of specifically that world, I see exactly why it is the force that it is. And that's because of the right there from who they are looking at as part of that inspiration, which are y'all. And so that's a wonderful thing. And not everybody can take that on and live in that. Some people may be scared of that. So the fact that you all have taken that on and live in that light is really, really powerful. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
And Katie, I have to hype Michael up because he is about to wrap up his time and take his final bow as the genie in Aladdin on Broadway, Disney's Aladdin. But to hype him up, he's done what? Over 4,000 performances?
Stop.
4,000.
That is insanely amazing.
Wait, real time. Hot off the presses, I just learned that is a very small club that consists of Carol Channing, Yul Brynner, and Michael James Scott.
No.
The 4,000 Club. That's
Stop
crazy.
it. That's insane. See, I said that's nuts.
Yes.
It is.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
it's a lot.
I'm tired.
Yes. HypeFriend's gonna hype.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you
Yes.
for being on our Hype Friend podcast. You
Oh
are
my gosh.
definitely the hypest of a hype friend. So we are, I mean, it's amazing to have you and to have you, have your energy. You said it. You were like, I mean, like Katee Sackhoff is trying to ask, like, I see. Now I'm like in it. I'm full fangirl for life now. So you have it. Now it's done. We're done.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can't promise you I'll email or text you right back, but I meant to.
Katie, you have no idea, but that was a whole gripe at the beginning of the episode.
Yes.
So we have more in common than you even know. Thank you so much, Katie. It was an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you guys so much for having me. And it was so nice to meet you, Michael.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. I can't wait to meet you in person one of these
I
days.
know.
We can sing along together.
Yay!
Katee Sackhoff!
Ugh.
Ashley, that was so awesome. Thank you for sharing the gorgeous, like, just beautiful, wholehearted Katee Sackhoff. I mean, with all of us. Really, it was such an honor to get to meet her and chat.
Aren't you obsessed?
Obsessed. I'm full fangirl down.
I knew you would be. I knew
am.
you would be. And wow, so much happened in that episode.
There's so much to like.
So much.
There's so many last things. Like there's so many one more last thing. Like there's like
Yes.
things. There's just things. So much to take from.
Well, what's your one last thing?
I think for me that really rang true was her saying, that fans have given her also the permission to change as well. And so I love that. I love this idea of your friends, your community, people around you that like, yes, like you are you, but also that you can change and be embraced with that change. Like the change is good, all of that. That for me is really important because for me, it's actually one of those things where I think sometimes people sort of see this, showman, if you will. And I think it's important that there are moments of change where it's not that, and it's okay, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay to maybe be going through not the best day and figuring out how to move through that, or that this season, this week, I'm in a more slower pace, or you know what I mean, and that's a change for people, and that's a change for me, and it's okay. And like, so really walking through that, I think making that okay for myself and allowing myself the grace to change.
Well, I mean, everyone's known you as the genie, and now we're getting to know Nurse Francois Dubois.
Yes, yes. There is a lot of change in my life happening right now. So I think that was one of those things that just really like stuck out. Like
Yeah.
that was just like, so yeah. So for me, it's that, and I'm gonna do some real like thinking about that, and why that is resonating so much for me, because it has resonated a lot for me. How about for you?
Well, it's funny because I think it goes along with my gripe in the earlier part of the episode. What really stuck with me was when she said she noticed a change on set once cell phones came into play, and the cast members were, all of a sudden in the corner on their phone or in their trailer on their phone. That really hit me because it caused me to, in that, literally instantly think like, oh my gosh, I do that. Like, and we don't mean it. We all do it. But how often am I not realizing that I'm withdrawing from a present situation? And it's kind of like what Katie was saying with her kids. She's trying to teach them not to be on a screen all the time, but then they have to practice what they preach.
Yeah.
And so therefore they can't be on the screen all the time. And so for me, I think it is that struggle, and it's what I'm failing at right now. And I'll say I'm failing at is I'm trying not to be on my phone all the time. And that's where sometimes I don't respond quickly and I haven't gotten back to all of my messages. So what's that balance?
Yeah.
What's that balance of, handling technology and having good etiquette with technology and responding to people in a timely manner, which is something I want to do, but also not being on your phone all the time.
Yep. Yeah.
So that is a personal one last thing that I'll be taking away with me as I'm on my own journey to, improve and find that balance.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. Well, this has been an amazing episode.
It really has. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for you. Grateful for you.
And I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful for you. And on that note, I'm Ashley Eckstein.
I'm Michael James Scott. And remember, be a hype friend.
The hype starts with you.